Kombat. Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favorite Mortal Kombat characters. Yes, I'm talking about the video game characters, not the piece of shit movie characters that we got in those two dreadful films that we will never talk about. Ugh, but I just talked about that. Oh no! Ah! Anyways, Mortal Kombat, love the video games. I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11 right now, having a blast with it, getting some trophies, doing some fatalities, doing what I always do when I play Mortal Kombat, which is kick fucking ass. Love Mortal Kombat, grew up with the video games, grew up with the movies, read some of the comics, and just, I enjoy the shit out of Mortal Kombat. And I thought I'd just talk about my personal favorite characters in the video games of Mortal Kombat. This is my personal list, so don't harp on me too much. And as always, before top 10 lists, you gotta have your honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are Sonya Blade, Nightwolf, Jade, Katana, Liu Kang, Mileena, Ermac, Shao Kahn, and Baraka. Great characters. Just gonna make the top 10 list, but today my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is Raiden. Lord Raiden has been a character in every single one of the video games. I was gonna say series of video games, I guess you could say. Yeah. Anyways, he's the god of lightning, and he's the basically keeper of Earth. He protects the Earth realm from anything that tries to, destroy it and stuff, like Shao Kahn, Shang, Tsung, Quan, Unaga, Kintaro, whoever it is attacking us. Raiden is there to help us and help defend us. And he's in the first game, he's in every single one of them. In some games, he's bad. Most games, he's good, and he's the protector. And he's just a really cool character. I love his, fucking cool hat, his lightning powers, his fatalities are badass. He's just super cool. He's basically the lead character in, Deadly Alliances and Deception and stuff. And just, you can't have Mortal Kombat without Raiden, so of course he's one of my favorites. Coming in number 9 is Noob. Noob is a really cool character. He's basically the character of death. He's the character that represents darkness, destruction, and death. And I just realized this. He is actually named after the two creators of Mortal Kombat. I did not know that, but I just found that out, and that's pretty fucking cool. Noob is a really cool character. I like that he doesn't say a lot. I like that he can take his soul out of his own body and stuff. He's just really cool. That's just why I like Noob. He's a really cool character. And I love how fucked up and destructive his fatalities are, so that's why I love Noob. Coming in number 8 is a very new character named Erron Black. Erron Black is he's a big character in the new Mortal Kombat, and he's one of my favorites in this new game of Mortal Kombat. He's like this freaking outlaw cowboy. He's basically the Boba Fett of Mortal Kombat, and he's awesome. He's so good. His special moves are cool, his fatalities are cool, the look of him's cool. When he's got his fucking shotgun and shooting you with his rifle, it's pretty badass. And just his style, his look, the controls of him is really good. He's one of the most powerful characters, and he's a human being, but he's one of the most powerful characters to use in the new Mortal Kombat game. His controls are easy, his moves are easy to learn, and it's a blast playing as this character. He was one of the first characters I beat the ladder matches with because he's just so cool to use, and I love Erron Black, and just out of these new characters, he's easily my favorite. He's so cool. Coming number 7 is Unaga. Unaga is the proper leader of Outworld, but he was basically dethroned by Shao Kahn and stuff, and basically, he wants his throne back. He basically comes at the beginning, I think it's the beginning of Deception, Mortal Kombat Deception, and he's basically the bad and stuff. He's like this big dragon. They call him the Dragon Warrior and stuff. He's just insane. It's crazy. I love using him in Armageddon, and I love that he has his beef with Shao Kahn and all of them because the motherfuckers took his throne. Of course he's got beef with them. Unaga is a cool looking character. I love being him in Armageddon and shit, and I love fighting against him in Mortal Kombat Deception, and just I wanted to see more Unaga. I wanted them to bring him in the new games, but fortunately they didn't. But what we get of Unaga, it's pretty amazing. Coming number 6 is Kenshi. Kenshi is the Daredevil of Mortal Kombat. He is this blind warrior who's basically friends with both Scorpion and Sub-Zero. He basically fights for the good. He wants to kill Shang Tsung for destroying his people and basically blinding the guy and stuff, and he could have easily been a Mary Sue character, but they made him interesting. He gets the shit kicked out of him multiple times, but then he rises up and becomes a awesome, cool warrior. When you beat his story modes, his ending is so satisfying and so great. His ending is so bitter and so sweet, and just, I love everything about Kenshi. Kenshi's a really cool character, and I really wish they brought him in more of the newer games, but again, what we get of him, it's pretty amazing. Coming number 5 is Scorpion. Scorpion is one of the most iconic, probably like the iconic character of Mortal Kombat. It's fucking Scorpion. Get over here. So good. It's fucking Scorpion. I love it. He's like the only thing I like in the Mortal Kombat movie. Just so great. Welcome. Scorpion is sometimes good, sometimes he's bad. It depends on what game you're playing. Either or, he's great. When he's a villain, he's awesome. He rips his mask off. He's got like a fucking skeleton and blowing fire out of you. Then when he's good, he's part of like this like ninja tribe. He's trying to defend his tribe against like Sub-Zero or Shang Tsung or Quan. He's just either or. He's a cool character, and playing against him or with him is just a blast. It's an absolute blast. He's such a iconic character, and just again, can't have a top 10 list and not have Scorpion in it. Coming number 4 is Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is, I enjoy his character because you gotta have a comic relief character, and that's what Johnny Cage is. He's the straight comic relief. He puts a lot of comedy in this, and it's funny. It's neat. It's very much needed, too, because you need comedy in these games, because they're very violent and destructive and fucked up games. You need that comedy, and that's what Johnny Cage is. Johnny Cage is an actor who does his own stunts, but a lot of people don't think of him as a real fighter, so he joins, the tournament of Mortal Kombat to defend Earthrealm, and he even gives his life in the later Mortal Kombats and defends Earthrealm and gets killed by Shao Kahn and stuff, but he dies with purpose. And then he's brought back in the remakes and stuff and the reimagines, and in the new Mortal Kombat video games, he's even more of an interesting and compelling character. He's a cocky actor, but then turns into a warrior and, marries Sonya Blade and gets a daughter, Cassie, with her. It becomes a true hero and a true badass warrior, and just his entire arc throughout a lot of these games is really interesting and compelling, and his comedy is always great, his moves are always great. I love doing the shadow kicks, I love doing his fatalities with his stunt doubles, or hitting people's heads off with his Oscar. Just everything about Johnny Cage, absolutely amazing. Love Johnny Cage. Coming number 3 is a tie between two of the greatest villains in Mortal Kombat, and probably some of the best villains in video games, and that's Shang Tsung and Quan. Shang Tsung and Quan are like the best villains. And them together in the Deadly Alliance, it's crazy. That's why I love the Deadly Alliance video game. It's just these guys together, these two very manipulative, psychotic villains. When they're teamed up, you better fucking hope you got a god of destruction or something. You better hope Raiden's on your side, which he is. But they achieve the impossible. They kill Liu Kang in Deadly Alliance. They fucking snap his neck. Without Liu Kang, he's the savior of the world. And we need Raiden and Johnny and Sonya and Jax to help defeat these two very powerful sorcerers. But they outthink people. They outsmart people. They constantly con people. And Shang Tsung is the bad guy. He's the definitive bad guy. But when he teams up with Quan Chi, who's one of the most piece of shit human beings sorcerers I've ever seen, it gets deadly. It gets deadly. And then they even have to align with the good guys when Unaga comes, because that's what they have to do. And then what do they do after that? They fuck over the good guys, because that's what they are. They're villains. Love Quan Chi, love Shang Tsung. They're both equally the best villains ever in these games. I love them both. Coming number 2 is Kung Lao. Kung Lao is my hero in this game. Everyone's pick your hero. A lot of people say Liu Kang, a lot of people say Johnny Cage, some people say Sonya, which is cool. Raiden's a popular one too. I say Kung Lao. I love Kung Lao. I've always loved Kung Lao, even when I played as a kid. I loved playing as Kung Lao. With his hat, throwing his hat with the fucking knives on, chopping people's heads off. So fucking cool. I love that he wants to defeat Shang Tsung and win the Mortal Kombat to save his ancestors and stuff, bring peace and harmony to the world and stuff. And his partnership and chemistry with Liu Kang in all these games is so great. I love the relationship he has with Liu Kang. And I love it. I love him in all the games, whether it's DC games or the Shaolin Monks or any Mortal Kombat game. I love Kung Lao, and he's always been my favorite hero. And my number 1 favorite Mortal Kombat character is Sub-Zero. And not just normal Sub-Zero, Cyber Sub-Zero. What's his name? I wrote it down. It's Kailang Sub-Zero. It's Sub-Zero's brother. Cyber Sub-Zero is the best Sub-Zero. I like the normal Sub-Zero. He's fine, but Cyber Sub-Zero is the more interesting and compelling character. His entire arc in Mortal Kombat 3 is fantastic. I love his entire story in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the way he defeats Shang Tsung and Quan, helps his people and stuff. He's literally the most compelling, interesting character. He has a tragic story, tragic past. He's got great dialogue. Everything about him is just cool. He's the blue ice ninja. He doesn't want to be turned into like a robot or be controlled by any of the sorcerers. He wants to fight for himself and fight for his people and fight for his brother and fight for everything. Everything about Sub-Zero, this Sub-Zero, Cyber Sub-Zero, is everything I love in a character like these games. And just easily, personally, he's my favorite character. So that's my top 10 favorite Mortal Kombat characters, in my opinion. So in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this top 10 list? If not, give me your guys' top 10 favorite Mortal Kombat characters in your guys' opinion. If you agree with me, cool. If not, that's what the comment section's for. So yeah, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.